Currently the associate editor at Your Story, Ms. Sindhu has been with the company for over 5 years now. In a career spanning 14 years, she's been a journalist, advertising copywriter, and now a digital business journalist. She currently focuses on businesses, startups, tech enterprises, and long form features and industry trends. Welcome back, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. It feels really, really good to come back to Christ, even in a digital form. After 15 years, I passed out in 2005. So I think you guys are doing a great job, and everyone's been in touch and been really sweet about it. So thank you so much. So when I was first told the topic media literacy, I was wondering what I should talk about because, I work for this digital platform called Your Story, and we focus more on feature stories, deeper in-depth stories. News is a part of the game, but they're all business related stories. So I was just wondering, how do I go about this whole thing? And one thing that really struck to me, and one thing I felt that we all should talk about and possibly have discussed in all our water cooler conversations and WhatsApp groups and all of that, is fake news. So, in these 5 to 6 years that I've been in Your Story, I have seen a different form of journalism grow and evolve. What has happened now is, even with the pandemic, everything is going online. Whether you're doing your stories, media, or everything is just online. Print is no longer that strong as it would be because of the pandemic, unfortunately. But what I've come to realize is, when I work for a digital media firm, it becomes all the more important to be completely aware of what I write, not just aware but completely sure as well. And the reason being, you get into a lot of trouble. Okay, contrary to popular belief, you get into a lot of trouble. The kind of the laws that you read on, which I read in my journalism classes, came into full. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. So the laws that the laws that I read during my journalism classes and all actually come into live play when you're working in the field. So as a journalist, there are three key points to keep in mind. Or one of the main points that you need to be aware of your sources. Ensure that you have your sources who are completely strong and dependable. Now, these could be direct sources or indirect sources. When I'm talking about direct sources, it could be from the company. It could be, since I'm into business journalism, we'll talk about the company and the people within the company. So each company has your official spokesperson, that is someone who talks officially from the company. Usually these will be from the CXO levels and roles. You take them as your key source, and one is your source, undisclosed sources, which are very, very important for any journalist. So when a lot of people think journalism is about going and finding the news and discovering them and informing people, it is, but it is also very strongly dependent on your network. You need to have a strong, whatever your field is, whether you're in political journalism or whether you're in crime or whether you are in business or any other form of journalism, it's imperative that you have a strong source base. This could be any kind, and that happens only with networking. So networking is a key aspect. Now, as a journalist, it's very, very important. Why is it so important to have a source? It is because sources are the basis of sources form the basis of a fact, and for that you need to make sure that your source is strong. That's one. Second thing, always, whether even if you get it from a source, always make sure if that piece of information you've got is correct or not. It is extremely important that it be the case, because I'll just take an example. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the Pranab Mukherjee tweet that went out by Rajdeep Sardesai. So that particular tweet that went out just shows how important source is. We have a lot of information that is thrown at us from different forms of media. Facebook, Twitter, you have WhatsApp University messages that keep coming in, everything. It becomes all the more important to ensure that your sources are strong. Second, research, 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 and more research. You really have to be really deeply entrenched into whatever piece of information you are working on, story you're working on, or the sectors you're covering. You need to be extremely entrenched in each of the sectors that you're looking at, how deep the sector is, how, if I'm looking at health, for example, you need to have doctors, you need to understand the space. You might not be a medical professional per se, but you need to have a basic understanding of at least what is right, what is wrong, what has been happening at least for the past 5 to 6 years, what has happened recently. So research, 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 keep studying. Third, there's no stop to learning. I assumed that after college I'll not study or I won't read more, but it ends up that I read and study quite a bit more now, because you need to, if you have to have sources, you need to have a base to talk to the source about. So you need to know about a sector. So learning just doesn't stop. So that is one way to ensure that what you put out is strong, solid, and stays in control. That's it. That's all from me. But if there's any questions or anything that you guys have, please let me know.
Thank you, ma'am. I have a question. I will read it out for you. It's by Rishabh. He's asking, do you think in the current context and in the future, is journalism in the online going to become more prominent and relevant if it hasn't already?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was speaking to this ex-colleague and he is in a print media right now. And his first thing was, digital is gaining quite a lot of importance because everything is going digital. Let's face harsh facts right now. There's social distancing norms, there's work from home that's really, really strong. So everyone, look at the conference. This ideally should have been in, I don't know if the greenhouse still exists, but during my time, there was something called the greenhouse, like a really massive space where, such events would happen, but now we're having it online. So digital is the way forward, whether it is for TV journalism or print or anything digital. Knowledge of digital is extremely important.
Ma'am, there is one more question. It says, how do we build a trustworthy network?
Okay, this goes the old-fashioned way, picking up the phone and talking to people. Nothing beats more than actually talking to people. Human relationships matter. The only way you build a network is by talking to them, giving people time, giving them your time and taking their time. That's how you build a network.
Okay, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for doing this, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your journey and telling us about all the small insights that you got along your way. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.